just have a quick, today's the Wednesday the 3rd of June in Australia. We consider this the third day of winter, and it is quite dark and gloomy. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to my phone, actually. And I have my son, Tom, recently turned 4, in the back seat. So if you can hear a little chirp every now and again, that's what you'll be hearing. Yeah, look, just a quick update on everything and a sort of a Turkish Grand Prix preview and predictions and all that before any session at all. I think I'll do that, so it's sort of a little bit more of a challenge. Not that it's easy anyway to predict Formula 1, although this season's starting to become a bit more predictable. But anyway, just a quick update on the FIA FOTA war. We've got Williams signing early to the 2010 championship, and that incurred the wrath of the rest of FOTA, and as a consequence they've been suspended from FOTA membership. Frank Williams came out and said, look, that's understandable. As regrettable as it is, it's also understandable. And then, look, because I've done a couple of videos that I haven't actually published just because the ongoing photo wars is changing every day. So it's just like, as soon as I put something out, it'll be probably obsolete. But after Williams filed for the 2010 championship, then the rest of FOTA did on condition that the budget cap rules were to be scrapped for 2010. Now, I can sort of look, as much as I agree with the idea of a budget cap, I also really do agree with and understand where FOTA are coming from on this. So it's a very murky issue, actually. Basically, these private companies, and it goes back to the first thing I ever said about this budget cap is, how on earth are you going to police it? And that seems to be Ferrari, and not only Ferrari, the rest of FOTA's sort of main sticking point as to, if you can't properly police it, well, the way, the proposed policing would be pretty intrusive FIA auditing on a regular basis throughout the year. And I can understand that could get a little bit annoying for teams, and they're sort of anti that sort of proposal. I think they're sort of more wanting to have sort of a self-regulated cost-cutting system. That to me is just it sounds all very honourable, but whether it'd be actually effective as well, I don't think any proposal for keeping costs down is particularly policeable without it being hideously expensive, which is quite ironic, and intrusive. And there'll be ways around it anyway. It'll give rise to the creative accountant, which I may have mentioned before. So I guess, look, that's the latest. Look, there may be news. I haven't sort of got in and logged in. The computer was occupied at home this morning, and I was just too much running around to check on it at home. But on my way to work, and I'll definitely have a quick look to see what the latest is in that sort of FIA FOTA war. But back onto the fun stuff and the Turkish Grand Prix. It's, of all the new tracks that have sort of sprung up in the last 10 years, I think Istanbul Park would have to be the best track of the new breed, and probably in the top sort of handful of tracks in this season. Anyone who has a decent Formula 1 simulator game that features a decent Istanbul Park will know that it is a great fun track to drive. You ask the drivers, they agree, and the mega quadruple apex turn 8 is just, it's a joy, and it's great that, I guess we haven't lost the art of building great tracks today, because there hasn't really been a track that's sort of been able to stand side by side with your Silverstones and your Monzas and your Spa-Francorchamps until, I reckon Istanbul Park's right up there. I think it's great track. So anyway, that said, lots of fast corners. Red Bull will be stronger. They've got their double diffuser they've brought in. Ferrari, they will be strong as well. They've already shown that they're pretty much back now. And Brawn, obviously, it's a no-brainer there. So look, I guess if they all finish, that occupies 6 of the top 8. And then you'll probably see Williams is sort of saying they're going to be struggling. You may even see a Toro Rosso. Buemi, maybe Buemi up, maybe sort of 7. No, you probably get Alonso and probably Alonso, even PK or Buemi in the sort of the bottom couple of the points. In terms of predicting a race winner, look, if Ferrari are as back as they seem to be, it'd be very hard to bet against Felipe Massa. Loves the track. Ferrari loved the track. It's just one of those, he just, Schumacher at the height of his powers, couldn't keep up with Massa in the same car there in 2006, so possibly not the height of his powers, but you know what I mean. So look, that'll be a ripper track for Ferrari to really, flex some muscle perhaps. Red Bull, they have been talking about this track since before Monaco as something that's going to be more of a track that'll suit them. So look, I always like predicting against Brawn only because it's something different. I guess I reckon Barrichello will be stronger here. He will be closer to Button. Whether he's quicker or not is another question. He quite possibly could be. As long as they get their strategy right, he could beat Button this weekend. So look, I'll go Massa. Ooh, do I go Webber or Vettel? Vettel, sorry. No, I'll go Massa, Button, Vettel, Webber, Raikkonen, Barrichello. What's that? That's 4. No, that's 5. Might be 6. I don't know. And then Alonso, and then Buemi. I'll go Buemi. Yeah. So we'll see how that pans out. Great track, looking forward to it as always, as every race. Yeah, I love the onboard shots of going around that awesome turn 8, so that'll be great. Onboard shots at Turkey are fantastic to watch. And just look, I guess a touch back onto Monaco, I love almost my favourite part of the Formula 1 season is watching the entry to the swimming pool complex where they have the camera just on the other side of the track as they come in. There are a few moments during the season where you actually see on television just how awesomely quick those things are and how good the drivers are. The way they slightly step out, you see them correcting it almost immediately. That and on the slowest track as well, you see how fast they really are. So I just wanted to make mention of that because that's almost one of my favourite parts of the season is just watching. Every car does it. Every car. Some of them are more mega than others, but they're all mega. So that's one of life's true joys, watching that scene. And look, the in-car footage of them taking turn 8 at Turkey as well. So yeah, look, enjoy the race, everyone, and yeah, look, I'll do a race review next week, probably Monday morning. Okay, see you later.